क्रिकेट प्रोजेक्टर पावर्ड बाय 1x बैट में आपका स्वागत है। हम ऑलमोस्ट एंड के पास पहुंचने वाले हैं। मैचेस जैसे जैसे बढ़ रहे हैं वैसे वैसे T20 वर्ल्ड कप काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होता जा रहा है। आज का मैच है वेस्ट इंडीज और अफगानिस्तान के बीच। टॉप टीम्स हैं, टॉप 8 में पहुंच चुकी हैं। इन टीम्स पे पूरा डिस्कशन करने के लिए हमारे साथ दोनों गेस्ट यहाँ मौजूद हैं। सबसे पहले मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी नोल डेविड, फॉर्मर इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर, जो आज हमारे साथ इस पूरी चर्चा पे जुड़ेंगे। नोल, आपका स्वागत है आज के प्रोग्राम में। और नेक्स्ट मैं बुलाना चाहती हूँ तन्मय मिश्रा को, फॉर्मर केन्या इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेटर। आपका भी स्वागत है आज के प्रोग्राम में।
Good afternoon, Damini, and good afternoon to your viewers.
गुड आफ्टरनून। देखिए, दोनों ही टीम टॉप 8 में पहुंच चुकी हैं। दोनों के बीच में आज मैच है, काफी इंटरेस्टिंग मैच है। तो पहले स्क्वाड से शुरू करते हैं कि आज इन दोनों की टीम्स में कौन से प्लेयर्स को मौका मिलना चाहिए पहले और कौन से प्लेयर्स को थोड़ा साइड रखना चाहिए। नोल, आपसे शुरुआत करते हैं। तन्मय, मैं चाहती हूँ नोल आप प्लीज वेस्ट इंडीज का बताएं, एंड तन्मय अगर हो सके तो अफगानिस्तान के बारे में।
देखिए, first of all, I don't think West Indies will be looking to change their playing 11 because they know it's a good side. Afghs have been playing very good cricket since the World Cup ODI. They have a very good side and they are known for the T20 also. So I don't think West Indies will take them very easily. They will field with the same 11, I think, and. I wouldn't be surprised if they also go on to beat them and qualify. They have already qualified, but I would love to see them in the group where they can give a good fight to the Aussies and to the Indians. So I want them there basically because I am predicting now itself that West Indies can be a troublesome team, and they will make it into the finals.
Right. Tanmay, coming back to you, what do you think about the Afghanistan squad?
देखिए, दोनों टीम तो क्वालिफाई हो ही चुकी है एंड फ्रॉम व्हाट आई गैदर, someone like Rashid Khan, who's their main bowler, he's just come into this tournament. Before this tournament, he played all the IPL matches, and before the IPL matches, he had a big injury which kept him out for a few months. He was sitting out games for Afghanistan. So I think it's an opportunity to give him a 3-4 day break. Whether they do that or not, it's up to them, because there is also this thing lying over their head key where you finish in the group is exactly which in Super 8 which group you'll be put in, exactly where you finish in your group. So that is one thing. But if I am someone who's in the Afghanistan management, I will be very curiously looking at Rashid Khan's workload, because he's just come back from injury and he's played for 2 months IPL and he's gotten into this. Yes, he's been fantastic for Afghanistan, but you've got to sort of manage your star player. After that, I don't think so you want to make any other changes. A lot of this team is young, so it's another opportunity for playing one of the tournament favorites. Let's not understand that. So that brings its own pressure. You want to be able to do your exercises and have that game under your belt that you're playing one of the tournament, and West Indies being the host, I just like David Bhai said, they are one of the tournament favorites for me, especially on these wickets. So it's for Afghanistan's gains that they look at this as a preparation for what is to come for them in Super 8s if they want to qualify for semi-finals. Only Rashid Khan, maybe break if required, नहीं तो everything else the same.
नोल, जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं, आपको क्या लगता है कि टीम्स क्या अवॉइड करेंगी बिगर टीम्स के खिलाफ खेलने से या उनके साथ उनके मैचेस अलाइन होने से? कि आपको क्या लगता है इस तरीके की चीजों पे?
Yes, why not? If there is chance, why not? They will try to avoid because everyone wants to live the World Cup, and so they will always look into where they can get a easy passage to get into and get into the finals. Yes, if I'm the coach, if I get an opportunity, I will try it because there's no harm in doing such things. Because I would love to see my team there. I would love to see my team winning the World Cup as a coach. So everyone's dream is that. So why not give it a try? If there's an opportunity, yes, go for it. That's how it is. You be it like that way. Because why I say, if you get into a group like Australia or you put India, you put the other teams which are tough, and you are there, you may not have a chance to get into the semi-finals. So why not when I find a group where I feel I have a group where I can make it, why not? I will love to get into that group. So I can always give that field a team where you know I know it's going to happen, but yes, I don't mind in doing such things.
Right. Tanmay, you
Also,
want to add on to this because that's an
also just to
important
add to
point,
David
actually.
Bhai's point, former Australian cricketers have come out and openly said if there's an opportunity to knock out England uh, by fielding a weaker side against Scotland, why not? Because England is considered a very strong tournament favorites, and they won the World Cup. So I'm not, maybe they said it on a lighter note, and I fear that there will be one group of death which will have two or three solid teams, and the other one might not have as strong contingency, strong teams. So it's all in favor of you watching uh, and trying to avoid the big guns. There isn't anything harm in it. Obviously, you don't go to play to lose, but you also have to be tactically aware that if you can avoid the likes of India and Australia, why not? Just like what former Australian cricketers have come out and said, that if we get an opportunity to knock out England before even making them, getting into Super 8s, why not? Because they've won the World Cup. We've seen this in football as well. Where certain favorites, where certain favorites are topple tippers. They are on number one, and then second and third team, if they have an opportunity to, try maximize that opportunity, they've done it. Not that I'm saying that you practice it, but there's no harm in what David sir said. If you can avoid it, why not? अगर आपको सेफ पैसेज मिल रहा है, where you have beatable teams, go into that group.
Right.
Listen,
It's
Noel,
about
see,
please.
listen,
winning.
listen.
It's about
Yeah,
winning. At the end of the day, it's about winning. You have to answer to your board, and they will hold you accountable to why you didn't make it to semi-finals. At the end of the day, you have got to look at that factor as well.
Right. David, you
there-
want to add
yeah,
something to this?
yeah. There's always a question. What's the team strategy? How will the team play out? This also is a strategy. I find that as a strategy. Yes, why not I use that when the resources are there, I will use that. If I want my team, as Tanmay said, if you use the passage, I'll use the passage. I find an easy way to get into the passage and make my team get into the semifinals. So there's no harm in doing such things.
I'll give you
Right.
another example. Rohit Sharma has never lost an IPL final. If you have an opportunity to make sure he doesn't come in top four, will you not take it? Because the man has never lost a final in IPL. Every time he's played a final, even with Deccan, even with Mumbai, he's never lost a final.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just an example.
yeah.
You don't give a hurting lion a second chance. You'd never do that.
Exactly.
राइट। अब तन्मय, मैं आपके पास आना चाहूंगी। यहाँ पर हम लोग बहुत पास बढ़ रहे हैं, फाइनल्स के बहुत करीब हैं, और अब जो मैचेस होंगे वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्ले रोल करेंगे, चाहे वो एक स्टेप आगे बढ़ाना हो या फिर 4 कदम पीछे आना हो। ये कुछ भी डिफाइन कर सकता है हर मैच में। टॉप 8 टीम्स के बारे में बात हो रही है। तो मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहती हूँ कि इन दोनों टीम्स को अगर बने रहना है और आगे पहुंचना है फाइनल्स तक, तो आज कौन सी गलती नहीं करनी है जो आज का मैच डिफाइन कर दे और शायद इन्हें 1 कदम आगे बढ़ने की जगह 4 कदम पीछे ले जाए? आपको क्या लगता है?
आई थिंक जो मोमेंटम इन दोनों टीम ने पकड़ा हुआ है, हम T20 में एक ही बात करते हैं मोमेंटम की। हमने बहुत सारा देखा है कि पहले टीम 3-4 मैचेस भी आईपीएल में हार के सडनली 8-9 मैचेस जीतता है। तो वो जो मोमेंटम दोनों टीम ने पकड़ा है, देखिए दोनों टीम को कोशिश करनी है कि उन्हें पता है कि दोनों टीम बहुत ही हैवी वेट्स हैं, फेवरेट्स फॉर सेमीफाइनल्स। आई जेन्युइनली बिलीव Afghanistan and West Indies are favorites for semi-finals. So they've got to play each other thinking that they are playing one of the tournament favorites. उस momentum से आप वो intensity के साथ खेलो ताकि you take that confidence into Super 8. आप जिसको खेलोगे that's different. So you don't want to take this game lightly for many reasons, because this might set up the next week for you. And अभी कैसा है कि एक बार हम सुपर 8 में आएंगे तो गेम्स थिक एंड फास्ट आएंगे, फिर आपको सोचने स्ट्रेटेजाइज करने का वक्त नहीं मिलेगा। तो जो आपको अभी करना है आप सॉर्ट आउट कर लीजिए। बट इट्स इंपॉर्टेंट from an Afghanistan point of view, this could be very huge for them and their cricketing nation. Take that. Don't break this momentum. We've already talked about the big margin that they beat New Zealand in. So here's another opportunity to make Super 8 teams start thinking about Afghanistan in a way that we cannot take these guys lightly. You know, so, there is a lot for both teams to play for today, because I genuinely believe one of these teams will be playing semi-finals.
राइट. नोल, तन्मय ने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट यहाँ पे मेंशन कर दिया है, तो मैं वेस्ट इंडीज पे ही बात करना चाहूंगी. आपको आज क्या लगता है कौन से 3 प्लेयर्स को सबसे पहले भेजना चाहिए खेलने के लिए, जो शुरुआती धमाकेदार करें और शायद अफगानिस्तान को एक अच्छी टक्कर दे सके?
उनका हर खिलाड़ी जो है पटाखा है, क्रैकर्स है. All the batsmen are the same. There is no one who goes there and plays the first ball at defense. अगर आप पहले गेंद से उनके पास देखिए, हर कोई बैट्समैन पहले गेंद से वो मारते हैं. So I don't think there are certain players who go. They know how to use the power play. The West Indians, they know how to play with the middle overs, and they explode, especially with guys
Russell.
like Russell there. He explodes in the last 5 overs. So I think they will hold him back for that. So he's always a keen player and a destructive player during that 5 to 6 overs. So I find that they have their batting set up very well planned. ये over को ये player जाएगा, and this over and this part of the over, these guys will play. So everything is set up for them. I don't think they will change, especially in today's game. They will go with the same mindset. They have their players जो openers है वो लोग ही खेलेंगे. And I think, as Tanmay rightly said, out of these 2 teams, there's going to be one team. And I have watched for West Indies, and I want to see West Indies through.
Right. Tanmay, Noel, यहाँ से important matches शुरू हैं, and this match can define a lot of things in the future matches as well. So let's see कौन जीतता है. But meanwhile, thank you Noel and thank you Tanmay for sharing all the information. आज वेस्ट इंडीज और अफगानिस्तान का मैच है जो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाला है और काफी टक्कर की मुझे लगता है टक्कर देने वाली है दोनों टीम एक दूसरे को. बट बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया यहाँ प्रोग्राम में आने के लिए और अपने सारे इनसाइट शेयर करने के लिए. क्रिकेट प्रेडिक्टर पावर्ड बाय 1xBet. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thanks guys.
Thanks guys. Thank you.